Just checking if anyone's here yet. Am I early? Am I late? I'm always late, so I need to ask. Am I early? Am I late? I feel like I'm right on time. Hi, how is everyone? I never do live, so this is like such a big deal. Anyways, I have myself my little rosé champagne. That's usually my cocktail of choice. I hope you brought something with you, and if not, that's okay. You can still have time to go run and grab something. Hi, Morgan. How are you? By the way, I have the worst eyesight, so if I say your name wrong or I miss your name, don't blame me. I'm just old and have bad eyesight. Hi, Sue. On time. Perfect. My kids will never believe I'm on time. They always tell me how late I am. So we'll just kind of chit chat for a few minutes until more people hop on. What else is going on? I think if you guys saw my stories, it's raining here in LA. We never get rain. I mean, it's like 5 times a year. So it's a curse and a blessing, because the blessing is you get to wear your rain gear. Like, I have boots, I have a hat, I've got a cute umbrella. So you get to wear that. But the curse is you can't get anywhere. People do not know how to drive in the rain. It's so funny. Hi, Audrey. How are you? Hi, Gina. How are you? Cold Jersey. I know it's getting cold places. I grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I think right now it's 36 degrees. So believe me, I am no stranger to cold. Hi, Gwen. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. Cabernet, good. Cheers to you. What are we? Are we on Wednesday? I've lost track of the days. I feel like right when you get into this Thanksgiving mode, it's all a blur. Like, before we know it, it will be Christmas. So, by the way, when we're doing this tonight, think about stockings, think about teachers' gifts, because all that stuff is coming right up. Oh, you're in Calabasas. Hi, how are you? Yes, people do not know how to drive in the rain. Thank you. So, sorry, I'm itchy. I'll give you a little prelude of what we're doing tonight. So I do not have a lot of makeup on right now. What does it say? Oh, it's pretty warm in Calgary. Hi from Orlando. I mean, I'm going to get so distracted by the comments. I can't help it. I have a little bit of makeup on. So I have tinted moisturizer. I have some mascara, because what I wanted to do with everyone today is, am I near the beach? I'm right near, I'm from the beach. I'm really close to the beach. I'm going to show you how to take a really basic day look. So just simple makeup and kind of zhuzh it up. How to create a little more holiday look, fun look, evening look without a lot of product, with zero to no skill. Just really simple techniques that can make your like makeup look a little more sophisticated, a little more holiday. Let me read some more comments while we're waiting for people. Oh, Massachusetts. Hi, how are you? Dallas, Texas. My daughter almost went to SMU, and I'm a little disappointed she didn't go, because I wanted to visit Dallas. I love Dallas. We're here. So just to give you an idea too, behind me, you're going to see the Jouer website. So when I use products, you're going to be able to see exactly what I'm using. You're going to be able to click it so that you don't need to write a list or come back afterwards and say, hey, what was that product you used? It's all going to be right here. So it's going to make it super easy for everyone. We'll hang out for a few more. Hi from Vegas. I keep hearing the craziest stories about Vegas right now, with like what is it, the race, and they're putting up all these walls and no one can see anything. It's so crazy. Linda Champagne, how are you? Hello from Toronto. You know, I go to Toronto all the time, right? My sister lives in Toronto, so I'm there all the time. She lives sort of like Greektown, Danforth area. Hi from Madison. Hi, thank you for watching and liking my content. I appreciate that. Hello, hello, hello to everybody. Hi from New York. Hi. Oh my God. Is this my friend Alana? I mean, my old friend Alana. You have to tell me if this is like my high school friend. Because yes, it is. You guys, so I have to just say, someone that's on here, her name is Alana, is one of my oldest friends. Like, she knew me when I was, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, 17. She knows all the really like crazy stories. Shh. Don't say anything. It's a secret. All right, we're going to get started, I think. So what I wanted to talk to everybody about is, I get asked a lot of questions about just how to elevate your look. So most people know how to do pretty basic makeup, I'm thinking. And if you don't, we can always go back and do another live and kind of go over that. But I want to take you from sort of a really simple, clean look. how to pick that up a notch. So let me just zoom you in. So right now, what I have on is just a tinted moisturizer mascara. So I'm going to start with concealer because concealer is one of the trickiest categories, especially for mature women. Let me just read what color I'm using so you know. I'm using the shade Macadamian. So this is the Jouer High Coverage Concealer. What I like about this is it does cover anything and everything, but it doesn't crease, it doesn't budge. It's really easy to work with. Biggest mistake I see when it comes to concealer, and I see this on every single social media platform, I see this in real life, people are using too much. Hi. So I want to show you really the proper way to apply it. First of all, when you pull your concealer out, wipe a little off. I typically, for mature women, people who have any type of crepiness lines, what I like to do is a dot in this inner corner, one dot sort of right towards this outer third, and a line up. That's really the pattern that I find works well on most people. Once you have it on, another key to concealer is to let it dry for a minute. So again, when you put it on and you don't let it dry and you start rubbing it, you're almost rubbing a lot of it off. Even if you're using your finger, you're using a brush. So let it set for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that. And then we're gonna blend it in. When you blend concealer, again, you're best to tap versus rub. So tapping is gonna be your friend. It's gonna show up pretty light, pretty bright. That's what we want for our under eyes. So don't be afraid when it looks like that. You're gonna work that out afterwards with concealer, that sort of thing. So yes, dry skin, menopause, it comes with the territory. So one of the best things for that are these little patches. Let me just show you the box so you don't have the reflection. These little eye patches are phenomenal. So in this little box, I believe there's a set of 5. These are niacinamide, caffeine, hyaluronic acid, so they address dark circles, puffiness, and moisture. I typically will do this once a week, and my eyes look and remain taut, firm, and clear for 5 days. So I kind of make that my routine, especially in the winter. Do these, you leave it on for 15 minutes, take it off. It looks like you've had sort of an eye lift. It looks like you had microcurrent done on your eyes, and they really do stay that way for 4 or 5 days. It makes applying your concealer so much easier. Everything just looks so much brighter. So yes, I mean, I think people always think of eye patches like a once in a while thing. I don't use them like that. I use them as part of my regular skincare regime, especially ones like this. They make such a difference. If you have puffiness, if you have dark circles, caffeine is key. You need caffeine in your product to help with that sort of circulatory effect. So these have the caffeine, they have the niacinamide. Niacinamide is good for plumping, it's good for building collagen. They have hyaluronic acid, which gives you that smooth kind of effect. So back to this. We're tapping in the concealer, and you can see just that little tapping motion, how much brighter everything is. So what I'm going to do is go in with the other eye. If you have more questions, just go ahead and ask. I'll try to read. Yeah, I cannot think about anyone who doesn't need these patches. I'm yet to meet someone who doesn't benefit from them. Like I said, dark circles, puffiness, smoothing, they're amazing. They're the kind of patches that you notice a difference right away. With the concealer, I want you to really pay attention this line. It's super key to apply the way I applied it. At a certain age, which is our age, I don't think I have a ton of young people on here, you want everything to kind of go up. So in this eye, you can see, I mean, I wish I could zoom in for you. This doesn't really let me. Already you're creating this sort of elevated look because I did my concealer in that pattern sweeping upwards. So same thing over here. We're going to press everything in, but you can see even as I press it in, I'm keeping everything in an upward pattern. So do that inner corner and work upwards. Again, the shade I'm using is Macadamia. It's slightly lighter than my skin tone, which I like because it keeps the under eye quite bright. So adding a little bit more, again, let it dry down a little bit because you don't want it super, super creamy, or like I said, you rub most of it off. So we're just gonna tap that in. And I use this kind of rolling tapping motion. You can use a brush, you can use a sponge, you can use anything you want to get it in. Oh no, I put a little too much on there. All right, let me see some questions. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. It's really raining. All right, so we've got the concealer on. After we put concealer on, let me just zoom you back in. You're going to see that part looks quite light. So how we're going to balance that out, again, this is where you can go in with a little more tinted moisturizer. You can go in with, you know, your foundation, anything like that. Because I want to keep the look quite light, I'm actually just going to go in and start doing a bronzer. So this looks really dark, but it's so creamy and forgiving. I take a little bit, I put it on my fingers. I use a lot of fingers versus brushes. I just find, again, the warmth of your fingertips makes things look a little more natural. It blends easy. Hi from Vegas. So bronzer. Again, on a more mature skin, we don't want to create a ton of hollowing or thinning. So I tend to put it almost where you would put your blush, just slightly lower, and I avoid the temples. So again, something that happens as we age, the temples hollow out. So I tend to avoid any dark colors in that area. So I'm using this bronzer right up, right where I did that concealer, all around there and in this cheek area, and just blending it out. So you can see I kept a ton of brightness under my eyes, but I added back a lot of color with that bronzer. You can use this bronzer as a contour. You can use it as a bronzer. I'm going to put a little bit up here into my hairline. So my typical pattern for bronzer is through the cheek area, across this sort of hairline area, up into here, and then along the jaw. That's typically where I like to hit. One question I get asked, hi from Louisiana, how are you? One question I get asked a lot, and so I think it's a good thing to talk about. I think in almost every video you see on social media, people are contouring the nose. So I get asked a lot of questions like, do you need to contour the nose? No, absolutely not, unless you feel, so the whole reason we contour the nose is to make the nose thinner. So if you want to make your nose thinner, yes, then you would contour the nose. If you are not someone that's trying to change the shape of your nose, skip it. It's just, oh, I hope did I lose everybody? I hope I didn't. I wonder if because of the rain we're having, give me a thumbs up and hello if everyone can still see me and hear me. Good. Okay. If it's glitchy, I apologize. We never get rain in LA and it's raining. So anyways, what I was saying is, no, you do not have to contour your nose unless you want to thin out your nose. So right now we just put bronzer on. When elevating your look, so again, right now we're super daytime, super wearable. What we're going to do next is start to add a little drama to this look. So one of my favorite products is shadow pencils. So let me just read which color I'm using for you. This is called Baroque. So again, once you get to a certain age, you tend to have crepiness on your lids. Sometimes shadows don't work that well. Powders can be drying. This is where a cream shadow stick is amazing. Not only are they more forgiving on the eyelids, but they are easy, just mistake proof and easy. So hi from Miami, how are you? I'm going to show you how I apply it. I basically take it and run it along my lid and a little bit higher. That's it. And I'm trying to see if you can see the color. I'm going to swatch it on my hand too. So it's in between a brown and a taupe. It's definitely got a little bit of a highlight, not highlight, like a shimmer, but not a sparkle. So it's really, really beautiful. I'm applying it directly across the eye. So you can see I'm starting in that corner and I'm going to go just directly across the eye. Do not worry about it being clean. Do not worry about it being perfect. Once you have that on, you can go in with a brush or you can go in with your finger and you're going to blend it. I'll use a brush. Let me just grab one. I'm going to use a regular makeup brush. You don't need, like, just like you would with your shadow. That's what we're going to use, and just blend it in. I'm going to blend it right up into the crease. And you can see how easy that blended. And it almost gives you that smoky eye look. It's so pretty. By the way, just so you know, like, my eyes are kind of a hazily browny green color. This looks good. The reason I love this color, it looks good on every single eye color. And like I said, it gives you a smoky eye without having to do much. Now, you can make this more drama. So if you want to do that, add a little more into this corner, almost like a little V. And when you blend it out, just pull it towards your temple a little. So you're pulling everything out. Just like we did with the concealer, we're going to pull out a little. So we don't have anything up here. All we're doing is working on lashes into crease and pulling out. And that's that. Then I'll use my finger just to clean up any edges. Let's do the same thing on this side. In here and on the corner. So again, I find less is more. You know, the older I get, less is more. If I was to go in with black shadows and sort of, you know, multiple colors, it just tends to make my eyelids look crepey. Something like this is just so forgiving, so easy. So for anyone who missed it, that's the color swatch of it. It's in between sort of a brown, a taupe. It's got a slight shimmer. The other thing, what I like to do with this is apply it underneath. So just look up, and just like you would an eyeliner, you just apply it underneath. Apply it underneath. And again, a couple different ways you can blend this. Take your fingers and blend it out. Take a Q-tip and blend it out. But everything I've done so far has been finger work. I have not used a brush, and you can see just how easy and how pretty everything went on. And the whole look now is starting to come together. All right, let's take a little champagne break. If anyone has a question, now's the perfect time to ask it. Okay, someone just asked about IPL for capillaries or redness. Yes, so it works really well. The problem when you're treating anything with laser, whether that's capillaries, sun damage, that sort of thing, they tend to come back. So you will have the treatment done, and on the spot, you can see those capillaries will disappear. They tend to come back, especially if you're someone who is prone to them. So the heat in your car, when you get in your car and you turn up the heat in the winter, that's something that expands and dilates capillaries. They can burst. Alcohol, spicy food. So the only thing I will tell you is you're chasing it. Just know that you have to commit to doing these treatments every few years. How do you choose a concealer shade? Well, Jouer, on their site, by the way, they have a match finder. So they'll ask you products you use already and help you find a shade. What I tend to do, I like my concealer to be a little lighter. I tend to match my concealer to my inner wrist. So not my face, not my neck. I tend to match it to my inner wrist to get the right shade. So it's light, but not alabaster. You don't want to go too light, or I find it looks weird. And I know, like, for younger people, that's super in right now, that really, really pale look. But I don't know. I don't always think it's the best thing. The shade I used is Macadamia, but I have a couple shades. Ooh, sorry about that. I have a couple shades. I can use Toast. I can use Macadamia. Just so you know, too, like, if you order something and it's not exact, you can almost make anything work. I can go in between 3 or 4 foundation shades, 3 or 4 concealer shades, but tonight I put on Macadamia. Anyone with hooded eyes, the number one thing I recommend for hooded eyes, so even like this pencil I just put on, the key to applying makeup to a hooded eye is to apply your makeup with your eyes open. So for me, you see, I close my eyes and I can apply. For you, what you want to do is keep your eyes open. You're basically creating your own crease. So everything you need to do when you have hooded eyes is keep your eyes open and pretend you're drawing on your own crease. I have videos specific for hooded eyes, but that's really what you want to do, is keep your eyes open. All right, we've got this sort of smokiness happening, and you can see it's really pretty. It definitely made the look already a little more evening-ish, but we're not done. Now we're going to add to it. I'm just reading some of the comments. Hooded Eye Club. You know, I'll tell you, just I can feel your plight in life. I had my Botox get botched once and my eyes really, really dropped. Like I had to lift just to, you know, get mascara on, and it lasted about 6 months. So I really, really learned some great hooded eye techniques during that time period. And you can do beautiful eye makeup. I'm telling you, the key is eyes open. You just keep your eyes open. I want to show you this product next. So these are the Paris highlights. These will be your best friend for holiday looks, glam looks, drama looks, and again, so easy to use. So I'm going to use the shade Desire. I'm going to show you again on my hand. I want to swatch it for you and show you what it looks like. These are cream shadows. So Baroque is beside it. This is deeper and it's got more shimmer. So I love this one. And you're going to apply it exactly the same way we applied the pencil or the shadow stick. So basically take a little and tap it on. There's a lot on here and you're just going to do this bottom area. I'm trying to show you what that looks like. I didn't even blend it, and look how beautiful it looks. That's with not blending it. That's not doing anything. So yes, you can put this right over anything. You can wear it on bare eyes. You can layer it. It goes on beautifully over anything. Again, you can take a brush now and just kind of work out the edges up into your crease. And you're going to see it's creating this really smoky, really dramatic look. And I don't know how well you can see it on your ankle, but it reflects the light so beautifully. And then again, I just take my finger and start to blend out any edges. So this whole eye we've done is a pencil and this. That's all we've done to make it look this dramatic, this smoky. Whatever's left over on my brush, I just kind of swoop it underneath. What's really interesting and something I like to bring up, especially to anyone, I mean, again, like my age, our age, we used to use pencils under our eyes. I'm sure you're with me. And we used to use, you know, like an actual eye pencil and draw a line. As we age, the shadows and smudgy look under the eye is so much more beautiful, whether you do that with a shadow stick, whether you do it just with an eyeshadow. I can't even think of the last time I used an eyeliner under my eye. All I use now is some type of smudgy, some type of, you know, what am I talking about? Shadow, something like that. So you can see how smoky that eye got. Let me do the other one. We're going to use the same color. I'm just painting that along my lashes. You can see like nothing is, I can barely see. I mean, I'm blind. I'm just painting it on there. My best way to describe this color is it's in between like a plum and a brown. It's got a little bit of like a copper to it. It's so pretty. It's just such a pretty color. So I've got that on. And then again, we're just going to kind of blend that out a little. Again, anything I do, I will pull it up. So don't ever take your eye makeup and pull down. Everything you want to do, kind of finish it and swoop up, finish it and swoop up. You can always go in at the end with a Q-tip, a sponge, and clean underneath, but we want to swoop up. We're going to take whatever's left over. We're going to smudge that underneath. And you can see we're getting like a really, really smoky eye look. And easy, right? Like we did not have to do a lot to get there. We definitely took the easy way. So again, that was this little product here. It's the, that's this darker one right there. These come in a few different shades. So what I will do is show you another little trick. You can use either of these two shades for that, depending on how much you like that. So this is when we're going to do that little inner corner pop. This is one of the prettiest things you can do for your eyes to light up your face. You can do it during the daytime. You can do it during the evening. I would say daytime to go with the more champagne color, so it's a little less boom. At night, you can go with the brighter one. I'm going to swatch these for you so you can see them. What brushes do I use? I have a variety of brushes. I have a lot of BK Beauty. They're great brushes. Hourglass are great brushes. And I'm one of those people, I tend to, like every 2 or 3 years, I just start over with my brushes, mostly because I'm too lazy to actually properly clean them. I clean them all the time, but at a certain point, I'm like, oh my God, I just need new brushes. But that's just me. All right, let me swatch these for you. This is, hold on and I'll tell you what shade this is. L'amour. So this is more champagne-y. You see how beautiful and reflective that is? It's such a pretty highlight color. And this next shade is Lumery. It's going to be a brighter, lighter, poppier one. And then I'm going to show you how to apply these in the corner of your eye. How stunning, right? How stunning. By the way, just so you know, during the day, I'll wear the sheerest wash of those as eyeshadow. Super pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, well, I'm going to take the more champagne-y one. So we're going to take the more champagne-y color. Oh, I keep hitting my cord. I'm so sorry. My phone is on a cord and I keep hitting the cord and it's wobbling. We're back. I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it to the corner. Now, I'm going to use my finger. You can use it directly on the thing. What we're doing, I'm using a mirror and my phone, so forgive me. I'm just going to tap. I'm going to place it right in that corner. You see that little pop right there? And then blend it out. It's such a pretty look, and the way it lights up your eye and highlights, it's just so pretty. So just again, tap it, work it in. We're kind of doing a little bit of the lid and mostly in that inner corner. And it just creates this beautiful highlight. It's one of those things too, like again, around candlelight, that sort of thing, the way it shimmers, the way it flickers, it's so, so pretty. Go on this side, same thing. We're just tapping that little tap in there. Tap it in. Gorgeous. Now, another little trick, we do this a lot on TV sets and movie sets, and I'll show you this little trick, is to use a highlight like this on your lower lash. I'm just trying to see. I missed that comment. I can see half of it. I apologize. Let me find a little brush and show you what I'm talking about. So what we do on often editorial is we take something with a little bit of shimmer or sparkle and tap it just under the center of your eye. So I'm going to take, I'm just looking for a little brush. I'm going to use a concealer brush. I'm going to take a tiny little bit of this right off of here. And I'm just going to tap it right in here. It's going to be hardly noticeable to you, but it opens up the eye and creates a really bright, youthful look. I don't know if you can see the difference between these two, but it's such a great little tip. So again, what we're doing is right in the center. You don't want to do it all the way across. Just in the center of your eye, you're going to take that same color that you did right here and just tap a little bit of that highlight, that shimmer, and it just makes the eye pop. So same thing. Take a little brush. If you don't have a little brush like this, you can use a Q-tip and just go center of your eye, underneath your lashes. So just again, a mistake that I think some people don't teach you, do not go over your lashes. I'm literally putting this brush under my bottom lash and then tapping in that highlight color right on my lash line. So almost where you would apply your liner. And it just gives this little twinkle and kind of opens everything up. So that was the, oh, let me put this in the right thing. That was the highlight, the same highlight that we used in the corner. So at this point, in my opinion, your eyes are basically done. If you really, again, want a little more drama, you can take these shimmer colors, go right up along your brow like this, and create a little highlight under there, a little highlight here. Again, I don't like to do too much, but to me, like that is the perfect sort of smoky holiday eye. But again, we're not done. We're going to keep going. So blush in the evening. is key. And you can wear way more blush in the evening than you can during the day. So there's a couple different ways you can go with blush. And I don't want to say rules because as we know with makeup, there's no rules. But if you're going to have a more neutral look, I tend to do a more muted monochrome blush. So meaning if you're going to wear like a nude type lipstick, an eye like this, I still consider this a quite nude eye. We didn't use any color. It's very basic. It's very clean. I would go with a soft kind of nude blush. If I'm going to go into more of those clear colors, so like a pink lipstick, a fuchsia, a red, I will add more pops of color to my cheeks. So in the blush category, two of my favorites from Jouer. By the way, their blushes are all these duos, which I love. So when you see duos like this, you can mix these together or you can wear them on their own. So this is the one I love. Let me find the name for you. Where did I put my glasses? Here they are. I think this one's called Flirt, if I remember correctly. Yes. So when I wear Flirt, what I do with this is I use the lighter one and I go all across my cheekbone with it. And then I take just the bright pink and I pop that more in the center and in the apple. And this is more, like I said, when I'm going with like a pink lip and just mascara, like that kind of look, this is so stunning. It's one of my favorites for daytime. Evening, I tend to go more like this one here. And I believe this one's called the Rose Gold. Let me double check. Yeah, Rose Gold. So what I love about this one is this Rose Gold is your highlighter too. It has a shimmer in it. It's your highlight. So it's 2 in 1. So I'm going to put this one on, so I'll show you. But what I do is I apply this blush as my blush all over. And then I apply this almost like a topper to act as a highlighter. One of the things with blushes and blush placement. So it's a question I get asked all the time is blush placement, do's, don'ts, right, wrong. Again, it's makeup. There is no right and wrong. It's what you like. It's what suits you. I do find that blush placement and how you place it will change the look. So if I take my blush and I place it sort of here and back, I tend to have a much more sophisticated look and a much more angular look, which sometimes I like. It's a more sophisticated look. When I place my blush placement more forward and sort of more vertically, so instead of going this way, I kind of go this way. It's more youthful, playful, and fun. So I look at makeup that way, and I know most people don't, and it takes a little training in your mind to not just do the same thing every day, but to kind of wake up and be like, you know, I'm going to lunch or I'm going, you know, outdoors and I'm wearing sweats and this, and I want to look more playful and fun. I would put my blush forward. If I'm going to something, an event, a concert, a this, and I want a little more of a zhuzh look, I would place my blush back here. It makes a big difference. Now, if you want, and I'm going to wait and I'll ask you in the comments, I can do one side each way so you guys can see the difference. It does change the look. So I'll give you a second. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do one side each way or just, okay, I think people want me to do both. Okay, so let's do it. What I'm going to do first is take the lighter shade and I'm going to apply it further back. So I'm applying it. I always take the rule of thumb, sort of like the outer corner of my eye and then back into the temple. That's where I'm applying the blush. So this is a peachy, pinky color. Again, it looks really pretty on everyone. I haven't done the gold topper yet because that's going to add shimmer. And now I'm going to take that exact same color and I'm going to apply it. So I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to go from this part of my eye, the colored part of my eye, down and into this cheek area. Can you see the difference that created? It makes such a big difference. This side here, instantly, if you look at this side of my face, it kind of popped and that cheek becomes rounder and kind of juicier, and it's just a more youthful look. Versus on this side, it's just a much more angular, sort of pulled back look. It's a huge difference. And that's just blush placement. Same color, just blush placement. So I don't know. I mean, again, I don't have a preference. I like them both depending on my mood, the look. A lot of people find this looks a little more youthful. It looks a little younger. But again, it just depends. Like I said, sometimes I adore this look. You know, I'll wear my hair back and like that's the vibe. Like I want that sort of pulled, you know, snatched look. And then other times, like I said, you want just that more playful, fun, like, you know, I'll wear more pieces down or I'll wear like a high pony. And you see, it's that more fun, youthful look. So don't be afraid to play with things and try those different techniques. Um, People are asking what that one is. This is the rose gold palette. All I did so far was the one shade. And now I will show you the topper. So again, I'm calling it a topper. It doesn't have to be a topper. I'm calling it that because it does have a shimmer in it. I'm going to swatch it for you so you can see how much shimmer. Again, should a skin that has lines, wrinkles, pores avoid shimmer? No. I think it's fun. I think it's beautiful. And personally, I'm not really doing my makeup to pretend I don't have lines or wrinkles. I embrace it. So I wear shimmer, I wear sparkle. I don't care. It will emphasize a little bit more, but that's not something that bothers me personally. I do my makeup for me. I wear the colors I want. So let me swatch this for you. This is the rose gold. And I don't know how well this will swatch. So you can see the quality of the powder. That one little swipe had that much payoff. So it's got that little bit of shimmer to it. So again, I tend to not put that all over my cheek. So that's why I call it a topper. I will take a shade like that. Just tap your brush in. So again, I'm blowing on my own brush. I know it's not hygienic, but it's my brush. So don't come for me. If you want to be hygienic, you can tap it off. All right, we're going to take this and just tap it. So on this side, because I went further back, I'm just tapping it along in here. And again, I'm trying to catch the light for you, but it just creates a really beautiful highlight, a really beautiful shimmer. How I would use that on this cheek, I would never put it down here. So if you're doing that more frontal, rounded, fun blush, take the rose gold and almost go above it. So just right in here is where I want that little highlight, that little shimmer. Can you see that popping right there? Just there is where I would put it. And then I'm going to blend all this out. So you can see now it's looking a little crazy because two sides are completely different. So when you get to this point in your makeup, take a clean brush and just kind of start to blend things a little. So blend it in, smooth out your lines, blend things in. But again, that side is a much more playful, fun side. That side is a much more sophisticated side. So again, when you're looking at me like this, it kind of looks a little wonky donkey right now, but you get the point. So that was the rose gold blush palette. Highly recommend that one. Let me know if you have questions because we're going to move on to lips. I'm laughing at how funny I look because they look so different. But isn't it crazy how the placement can completely change almost the shape of your face? I have on right now on my lips I'm going to show you this at the end because this is the holiday kit that they just came out with, which has like all of my favorite products in it. So all I have on my lips at the moment is the lip conditioner. It's called the Lip Enhancer, actually. And it has this beautiful little baby pink tint to it. So it's almost just like a balm and a plumper with a pink tint. So that's what I've been wearing this whole time. I live in this stuff. So that comes in this little holiday kit. I'm going to show you everything in here at the end. But I'm going to take that off to apply my actual lippy we're going to wear. So that's the conditioner. It's the enhancer. It plumps. It's got that baby pink tint. It's good for every day, anyone. It's super soothing, hydrating, plumping, gets rid of like all the little fine lines in your lips. Love that. But now we're on to the real deal. Jouer makes probably one of my favorite lip liners ever invented. Sorry, I have to put the glasses on to tell you what it is. By the way, these are, what do you call these? Transitionals, like the top of them have no prescription, and then it's like the computer screen reading, and then the prescription. but I never wear them. Okay, I'm just reading so I can find you my right color. Here it is. Okay. Jouer makes these lip liners, and they're shimmered. So I have to show you this. This one here is the Sienna Shimmer. It is seriously one of the most beautiful lip pencils of all time. Let me swatch for you so you can see it. My hand's a mess. So you can see it without anything else first. 1 second. Do you see where I just put it? Let me do it again. That's it here. It's like a burnt nude. So think of like an old school Max Spice kind of thing, but it has like a shimmer to it. It's so beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to line our lips with that. The way I line my lips is I always start at the corner. And I go corner to the peak, corner to the peak. And then I do the little Cupid's bow like it's its own little person. You know, I do it separately. I don't attach it to that. I kind of just do little bumps. And the best way I can describe it is almost like you're drawing a heart. So whoop, whoop. So you do line, line, and then add your little heart. On the bottom, I do almost the same thing. I go from the corner, halfway, corner, halfway. Now, once I have my lip liner on, again, it depends on your aesthetic. I always say you do you. I am not someone that likes to have a really, I'm reading what, I'm so glad you're talking about. Oh my God, yes. So what Christina is saying is because this lip liner has that little bit of shimmer in it, it's adding a highlight for you. So when you watch makeup artists do makeup, often they will rim your lips with a highlighter. The highlighter is creating that pillow puffy kind of look, so it's adding a lot of volume. This does it for you in one step. I don't know if you can see that. That little bit of shimmer is catching the light, and it gives you like this little lip lift. It's stunning. So they have this in the Sienna shade. They also have this shimmer one in Rose. Let me see if I can find, well, I don't want to get distracted. I will swatch that for you so you can see. Well, I will show it for you. Never mind. Hang on. Hang on. I will find you the Rose shimmer so you can see it. I just had it. Now, what did I do with it? Here it is. Let me swatch this for you. My hand is such a mess. Okay, I'm putting the Rose right beside the other one. So this was the Sienna, that was the Rose. The Rose just has a little more pink. But both of those are going to highlight your lip and give you this fuller looking juicy lip. So what I like to do is once I have my liner on, I always just kind of smush it, but smush it inwards. So obviously you're not going to push it off your lip. Very gently kind of pull it. And the reason I do this is it creates a little bit of an ombre effect, but it also just takes away the harsh line. Now, just so you know, I wear it like this all the time with the enhancer over. And I get asked constantly, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? It is such a beautiful combo. But what we are going to do, again, just because we're doing more holiday, that kind of thing, we're doing these. Now, I mean, once I show you these, you're going to die. These are called lip toppers. They can be worn on their own or they can be worn over something. I'm going to show you the shades. Again, I think one is called Rose Gold and the other is called, what is it called? Skinny Dip. Wait till you see these. So let's do Rose Gold. I'm going to swatch it on my hand first. These are the most shimmery, sparkly, beautiful, and they stay. That's the craziest thing. They're glosses, but once they're on, they really stay put. Let me do Skinny Dip for you. Hold on 1 second. Skinny Dip's harder to see on my hand. Wait till you see when I put them on my lips. So we've got Skinny Dip and the Rose Gold. So again, because I already am lopsided, I think what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to do one, I'll do like my bottom lip in Skinny Dip and the top lip in Rose Gold. So let's go in with Skinny Dip so you can see it. Oh, and by the way, They smell like vanilla. They're so yummy. Like, look how beautiful it is. It's just the most beautiful shimmer, but there's no grit. Like, you know how some of the shimmer glosses are super, super gritty? This is not gritty at all. So that was Skinny Dip that I just put on the bottom. So Skinny Dip is more like a clear gold. Very moisturizing. This is going to be the rose gold. We're going to put that on the top lip. This one has a little more color to it. How pretty are those? They're just the prettiest things. So those are the toppers. And like I said, they smell like vanilla. They're so delicious. I don't know which one I like better. I got to be honest. Like usually I have a clear winner. Like I'll say I like, this is mine. I like them both. I genuinely can't decide. I think if you want to know, I would say the rose gold, if you're going to do it with just the lip liner, this one I love. If you want to wear it over something, you can do this one. And I'll actually take a quick second and show you. So let me take that off. I'm going to put a lipstick on and then put it over. So let me grab, sorry, let me just find where I put it. I want to put on for you my little, where am I? These are so good. Wait till you see these. I've showed you guys these before. These are the colored bombs. That's not the exact name of them. Of course, I'm blanking on the name of them. But these, let me just put one on for you. This one, of course, I need my glasses again. I just want to show you what the topper looks like over Essential Shine. What are these? No, this is called Liberté. Liberté. So this is like a, well, I'll swatch it for you. It's like a pinky fuchsia berry type color. It's so great for holidays. So I just want to show you this on its own, and then I'm going to show you what the topper looks like on its own. So what I love about these, it's a lipstick look, but without the feel of a lipstick. They feel like a balm. They're not matte, but they're not shiny. They're just kind of that perfect finish. They're super natural. So I just put on that color, which you can see again how much that changed the look, just adding a colored lip. But wait till you see the topper go over it. Now, key when you're using something like this. Obviously, if I go in and do this, I'm going to change the color. So if you're applying this over color, take it and swatch it off on your finger. And I roll it. So again, I kind of take it and I roll so that I'm getting a good amount on my finger, and then apply it over. And it just adds so much sparkle, so much shine. These are so pretty for holiday. Voila, as they say. So those are the toppers. They're so beautiful. And now I'm going to read a few questions. Let me just see where we're at. Bouche Balm, thank you. I could not come up with the name for the life of me. Those are the Bouche Balm. So they come in a ton of colors. What you see me wear a lot every day is this one here. It's called, this is like for you nude lip girlies. This one is called, oh my goodness, Sensuality. Sensuality. I wear this all the time as like just my super easy daytime look. If you're looking for that nude kind of Barbie pink lip, this is it, with no shine, but super hydrating. That's it there. I'm trying to see. Did anyone have, oh, the rose gold? I'm trying to see if people who liked which topper better. What did you guys like better? The Skinny Dip or the rose gold? Because I can't decide. So I'm interested to hear which one you guys liked better. I like them both. That's the truth. And I'm obsessed with the smells. They're the best smelling glosses. Oh, I think we're divided. Rose gold, Skinny Dip. I think we're divided. Oh, rose gold seems to be winning. Rose gold seems to be winning. Okay. last but not least, because then I'm going to let you get on with your evenings. This is the little holiday set. Let me show you what's in this set. So the enhancer. So that's what I was wearing for the whole first half of this live. That's this baby, yummy, juicy, baby pink, plumps your lips, helps to fill in lines. It's like the most elevated lip balm in the world. So you see it's kind of like a baby pink. It's so pretty. So that comes in there. And then probably Jouer's most, I think, their most famous product. This is their translucent powder. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. It's non-drying, and it completely eliminates shine, perfects your skin, blurs imperfection, and wait till you see what's in the little kit as well. And if you don't own one of these, the travel brush. This travel brush is one of the best ones I've ever used because the brush itself is a quality, beautiful brush. Like it's the same size, same shape as my, you know, $60 makeup brushes, but it's a travel brush. So you just, in your purse. It's the best. So it comes in the set. Let me do a little powder because I'm over here schwitzing a little bit. I could use a little powder. Tap it in there. Tap a little off. Can be used under eyes. Again, this has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's not going to dry out your skin. It's not going to leave you, you know, crusty or cakey or flaky or eliminate shine, blurs, pores. It's perfect. So those are in this little set. The lip enhancer is in the little set. And last but not least, and I know I don't need more blush, but it's one of the prettiest blushes is in the little set. I use this on my lips as well. How gorgeous. How gorgeous. So highly recommend the set. They are very limited. They're just a holiday release and the quantities are limited. So that I would grab, A, for yourself, or B, for a gift. All these little things are their top selling products. So this is the Lay Must Have Kit. Amazing. And I'm trying to think what else I can tell you about. Let's do the last couple minutes and we can just kind of ask questions if you guys have any questions. Oh, the powder, just so you know, this powder does come in other shades. If you're unsure, translucent, so translucent will match you in the summer, it'll match you in the winter because it's clear. So translucent powder means it just doesn't have any added color to it. So I can wear it, you can wear it, we could all use this exact same shade, but they do have this same powder in shades, but the translucent is what comes in the kit. Let me read some. Oh yeah, the powder is amazing. The powder is amazing. It's one of the best powders I've ever used. I've been using it for years. Well, not years, 3 years. I mean, I guess that's years. 2 years, 3 years. Anything above 1 year is years with an S on the end, in my opinion. Let me see if you guys have more questions for me. Fire away. I hope everyone has Thanksgiving plans. I actually, for the first time in years, I have my kids for Thanksgiving this year. My ex usually has them. So that's going to be super fun for me. I have the translucent powder and love it. Oh, yay. Good. So that's Carrie saying that she has the translucent powder and the concealer and she loves them. And I am telling you, I'm not really a powder person because I do feel that they can look cakey and kind of dry you out. But this one is perfection. And by the way, just on an off note, have you noticed how stunning the Jouer packaging is? Everything is just so beautiful. It's just like, look at the size of the mirror in this alone. So I love that. Thanks, Melinda. I'm glad you guys joined me. I know it's difficult to find times and you've got kids and you've got dinner and we're all in different time zones, but I'm so happy everyone was here. I hope you found some great things to add to your holiday list. It's, you know, Christmas, it's holidays. Cheers to everyone. This video will be on YouTube, so you can watch it again then. Oh my gosh, and I keep forgetting to tell you. I know what I need to tell you. If you do place an order, any order over $50, and you're getting 3 packets of the eye patches. So I forgot to tell you that. You're going to get these with any order over $50. So these are amazing. These are amazing. So there. That's my public service announcement for the night. What do I suggest for under eye circles? Well, a couple of different things, but these alone are going to be great for under eye circles. You want something that has caffeine, vitamin K. Those are really key ingredients for dark circles. Those are two things you want to look for in an under eye product. This has caffeine in it, so you're going to help to speed up circulation. It's really good for darkness and puffiness. Slugging balm, yes, slugging balm is perfect. Slugging balm has the vitamin K in it as well. That's really good for anything to do with capillaries and blood vessels, which is where your darkness is coming from. I think we're good. I think I can say au revoir to everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bonsoir. Good night. And thank you for joining. If you guys want to do more lives, let me know. I know I'm the worst at doing lives, but I hope you learned something. I hope you had a little bit of fun, and I will see everybody soon.